Can you pass too much money to your children? The answer is absolutely, if it's done without intention. Imagine a day where all the work you've accumulated throughout your lifetime passes on to your children. Think about without any structure, without rules, without transparency to communication that you've had with them, how would they be able to handle that emotionally, psychologically? We have 5 key points we try to encourage our clients to consider. Number 1, wealth without purpose can erode motivation. It is really important for families that have been very fortunate, who have accumulated a great deal of wealth. Oftentimes these are first generation affluent families. They do not know what it is like to receive significant assets. And so picturing their children can become very challenging. They want to pass on the wealth that they've created, but they also don't want to zap the motivation. There are a number of things you can do to prevent that from happening. Second, it's not about the amount. It really is often about the structure. You want to make sure that the structure aligns with your family values and what you really want for your family. And that could be children, grandchildren, charitable interests, things that are important to you in your life. The structure makes all of the difference in the world. And even if you have a structure in place, sure, you may have done a will or a trust 15 years ago when your kids were quite a bit younger, it likely needs revisiting. People have a hard time of predicting what their children are going to be like when they're 5 years old. It's critical that you pull that plan out and update it from time to time. Third, and this is especially important for first generation wealth, passing judgment, discipline, and perspective is just as important as the money that you're passing down to them. We encourage a lot of communication between our clients who typically hold that wealth and their children at some point. Obviously, you're not going to have these conversations with them when they're quite young, but there is a point of maturity where it can be very valuable to pass on stewardship values to that next generation. And that gets us to point 4, transparency. There is an appropriate time to do that. We've had family meetings with 3 generations where we've sat down and talked through, grandma and grandpa, this is what they've accumulated and this is how they want to pass it down. And these are the values as a family that we embrace. And that brings me to the 5th point, which it does meaning not every dollar has to go to the next generation. A lot of the value that we've created in these conversations has been trying to not only encourage charitable giving, but also bring out, what is most important in the lives of our clients. That could be a scholarship fund. That could be a charity that they volunteered in throughout their life, or just something that's important to them that they want to do. It could be friends or neighbors or someone in their life that they feel that they could do something special for. We like to pull those priorities out of our clients in these conversations. So I would just encourage you, even if you've done a plan in the past, we love having this dialogue, and we find in this conversation with clients, they get a great deal of peace around this idea, because it is an area that, although people have accumulated wealth, it's a fortunate position to be in. With it can come a lot of anxiety about, what type of future are they leaving for their next generation.